Hi guys, Suzanne here. Today I will explain you about District 9. It is a 2009 science fiction action thriller film directed by Neil Blomkamp. In an alternate 1982, a giant extraterrestrial spaceship arrives at Earth and hovers over the South African city of Johannesburg. A human investigation team finds over 1 million malnourished aliens, called prawns, inside, and the South African government relocates them to a terrestrial camp called District 9. However, over the years it turns into a slum, and locals from Earth often complain that the aliens are filthy, ignorant lawbreakers who bleed resources from humans. Following unrest between the aliens and locals, the government hires multinational United, MNU, a huge weapons manufacturer, to relocate the aliens to a new camp outside the city. Pete Smit, an MNU executive, appoints MNU employee and his son-in-law Wikus van der Merwe to lead the relocation. Meanwhile, three aliens, Christopher Johnson, his young son CJ, and Christopher's friend Paul, search a District 9 garbage dump for alien fuel and prawn technology, which Christopher has had them spend the last 20 years synthesizing enough of to enact his plan. They finally finish in Paul's shack, but when Wikus comes to the shack to serve Paul a relocation notice, Wikus finds the hidden container with the fuel and accidentally sprays some of it in his face while confiscating it. Paul is killed by Cobus Venter, a cruel leader of the MNU mercenaries. Wikus begins mutating into a prawn, starting with his left arm, which was injured after the fuel exposure and hidden under a large bandage. After playing down his symptoms, vomiting, nosebleed, headache, and fingernail loss, he passes out during a party celebrating his promotion and is taken to a hospital, where his left hand is now discovered to have become a prawn claw. He is transferred to the MNU lab, where researchers perform brutal experiments, and discover his chimeric DNA grants him the ability to operate prawn weaponry, which only works with the alien's biology. Wanting to capture this human-alien hybrid before Wikus fully transforms, Smit orders Wikus's body to be vivisected and harvested for its properties. Wikus overpowers the lab personnel and escapes. While Cobus Venter's forces hunt for him, a smear story is broadcast on television, one that reaches Tania, who is Wikus' wife and Smit's daughter, claiming Wikus as a wanted fugitive who has contracted a contagious disease from copulating with aliens. Wikus takes refuge in District 9, accidentally finding Christopher and the mother spaceship's concealed command module dropship underneath his slumhouse. Christopher explains to Wikus that the confiscated fuel is crucial to his plan of reactivating the dropship, and if he can get them in the dropship to the mothership, he can cure Wikus and reverse his physical transformation. Wikus attempts to acquire weapons from the District 9 Nigerian arms dealer Obisanjo, who wants to eat Wikus's alien arm because he believes it will grant him alien abilities. Wikus, however, seizes an alien weapon and, able to use it, escapes with a collection of weapons he and Christopher can use to attempt a retrieval of the alien fuel. Wikus and Christopher then force their way through MNU to the lab and retrieve the fuel. However, after seeing the barbaric experiments MNU has performed on his people in the lab, including a dissected Paul, Christopher tells Wikus he must return home as fast as possible for help and cannot undo Wikus' mutation until he returns in 3 years, due to the limited supply of the fuel. Enraged, Wikus knocks Christopher down and attempts to fly the dropship module to the mothership himself, but it is shot down by Cobus Venter's forces. Venter captures Wikus and Christopher, but Obisanjo's gang ambushes the MNU convoy, seizes Wikus and brings him to Obisanjo, who prepares to chop off Wikus' prawn arm. Meanwhile, remaining hidden in the dropship, CJ remotely activates the mothership and a large mechanized battlesuit located in Obisanjo's base. The suit guns down the Nigerians, and Wikus enters the suit and rescues Christopher from the mercenaries. Heading to the dropship, the two come under heavy human weapons fire, and Wikus stays behind to fend off the mercenaries, buying time for Christopher, who promises to return after 3 years and heal Wikus, to leave. After all of the other mercenaries are killed, Venter finally cripples the suit and is about to execute Wikus when slum aliens attack and dismember him alive. Christopher makes it into the dropship with CJ, and the dropship is levitated via a tractor beam back into the mothership, which Christopher then uses to leave Earth. Humanity is left to speculate whether or not Christopher will return to take all the remaining aliens back to their home world, or whether he will return to declare war on Earth. MNU's experiments on the alien population are exposed by Wikus' former trainee Fundiswa, and the aliens are moved to the new camp, named District 10. Tania finds a metal flower on her doorstep, giving her hope that Wikus is still alive, and a now fully transformed Wikus is shown in a junkyard crafting the flower for his wife.